How many of you have ever heard your mom or dad, or maybe your grandma or grandpa or a friend say, "Your room is a pigsty"? I have. Do you know what that means to have a room that is a pigsty, or you're living in a pigsty? That means it's really messy. Should we find a book about living in a pigsty? Let's do it. This book is called Pigsty by Mark Teague. Monday afternoon, Wenzel Foltz's mother told him to clean his room. "It's turning into a pigsty," she said. Wendell went upstairs. Much to his surprise, a large pig was sitting on his bed. "Pardon me," said Wendell. He shoved some toys into his closet, but the pig didn't seem to mind the mess, and Wendell found that he didn't mind the pig either. He decided to take a break. Is he trying to clean up his room a little bit? I think so. When Wendell's mother came to look at his room, the pig was hiding, but the mess was still there. She threw up her hands. "Okay, Wendell," she said, "if you want to live in a pigsty, that's up to you." His room is messy. Wendell could hardly believe his luck. Now I can live however I want. He didn't even worry when he came home on Tuesday and found a second pig in his room. The mess had grown a bit worse, but he was able to jam most of it under his bed. "Pigs are all right," he said, "as long as it's only one or two." In fact, they had a wonderful time. They played Monopoly until late each night and left the pieces lying all over the floor. They had a paper airplane, wars and pillows and fights. The bed became a trampoline. Then 2 more pigs showed up. The mess just grew and grew and grew. That night, when Wendell went to bed, the pigs were lying everywhere. They rolled up in his blankets and hogged his pillows too. Wendell told himself he didn't mind, but then he found hoof prints on his comic books. Uh-oh, are they ruining his comic books? Look, they're kind of dirty hoof prints. And Friday, when he got home from school, he saw that someone had been sitting on his basketball. Look at it, it's all smushed. And his baseball cards were chewed. "That does it," said Wendell. "I've had enough." He ran downstairs to tell his mother. "Sorry," she said, "but your room is your responsibility." She handed him a broom. Wendell started to complain. The mess was too huge, but suddenly he remembered a saying he'd heard, that many hooves make light work. He marched upstairs and organized a cleaning crew. They swept and scoured and polished and scrubbed. Later that afternoon, Wendell inspected his room and pronounced it clean. That looks pretty clean to me. In fact, it was a bit too clean from a pig's point of view. So while Wendell inspected, the pigs prepared to go home. One of them made a phone call and a farm truck came to pick them up. They hugged and grunted and oinked goodbye. From that day on, Wendell kept his room clean. Except for those nights when his friends came by to play Monopoly. The end. So, what did he do to help get his room clean? Did he say many hooves make light work. That means when lots of people use their hands and help you, you can make things go a lot faster, and lots of people helping gets it done really quick and easy. Hopefully you don't have a pigsty for your room. See you later.